All right, shalom. This is Great Millstone, Virginia, as always, to give you the latest news, articles, lessons through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shimi Shai. And I've always, first and foremost, want to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Regard Kodash. Double honor to the elders of double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, who were for teaching us the truth, and of course, peace and blessings and salutations to your icon out there that's pushing the truth through the folk of the earth, and to lead to the best of their ability, scatter the folk of the earth. With that, I want to say shalom. Shalom. Okay, the topic we're going to get into today is this controversial about this Disney movie. It's called The Little Mermaid. So we know that, back in the 80s, and, if you're a 90s kid or generation older, we know about that story, and blah, 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 this and that. But now, since that we live in 2022, things have changed. And if you notice throughout this cancel culture and everything else, we know that certain characters that Hollywood depicts sometimes, that were originally a certain color, they change it to they call it diversity to fit the diagram, that's going on with this, society, whatever culture. So now, things have changed. Like for example, like the movie Cinderella, Edomite woman, but now, they changed it to Brandy, who played I think Moesha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her like that, and like I said, but I guess it was, I don't know, correct me if I'm not sure if it was controversial or whatever, but it was a good movie from what I heard. So now in 2022, because before I get to the point, we know that we look at Disney, like I said, Disney used to, put out just action. Like I said, it was basically, it was no politics, whatever, it was just superhero stuff.
Right.
But as you can see, after the Marvel phase, they call it Phase 4, after the Avengers Endgame, so to speak, that's when it really, that's when Marvel, superheroes and all that stuff really started to go to downhill, man. Because what they put their feminism, their gender politics, like for example, like the movie She-Hulk, so to speak, man.
Yeah.
How you look at the trailer, she's stronger than the original Hulk, man.
Yeah, right.
Doing everything you can, and then like so when you hear certain quotes, she's saying, "Oh, you needed this to be strong, and all I needed to do is have my woman side, because I get angry and all that stuff."
Yeah.
And she a lawyer, and then a couple of episodes, she twerked with Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Like. What? Yeah. Like, why is she in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Stuff like that is just out of order. Then you got Love, Thunder, Woman for the, Thor's ex-girlfriend is all of a sudden a superhero. She's stronger than him, and
Right.
like it's all this madness that's going on. Basically, like I said, just demasculating the male, man.
Right.
Of course, that's part of the agenda.
Yep.
And like I said, putting diversity, like I said, putting women, female characters as the leader. Then you got a black female Star Trek captains, and now they ruin the Lord of the Rings. They put their politics in it now, and when you got, when you watch certain people on YouTube, they talk about how they put their agendas and downhill, and then they be losing stock, and they think that Disney gonna crash, but we know that Disney is like $1 billion corporation, but they're gonna keep pushing their agenda, like Buzz Lightyear, they two women kissing, how they. Their target is towards the children.
That's right.
Like I said, even Star Wars, the Obi-Wan series, they made Obi-Wan look weak.
Like
Of course, then they put the black female in there as the antagonist, stronger than him, and so all of a sudden, and then she died, and all of a sudden she survived as a kid. Like I said, it's terrible, man.
Yep.
It just basically they just ruin your childhood movies, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, to get straight to the point, which is controversial now, as everybody like to see, now they got the Little Mermaid as Halle Berry or whatever her name is, as basically a black woman, man.
Right.
And I'm talking about like the whole social media is just bombarded by this, man.
Right.
They straight bashing to the point where you have 1 point. I'm pretty sure it's gonna keep going high, but as of right now, it's like 1.7 million dislikes. That is a lot. That's like one of the highest things I've ever seen, man. But why is that? Like I said, these are these Edomites, man.
Yep.
They don't want to see, our nation, as a protagonist, man, or anything that's they quote unquote what they believe that is white, they turn into black, man. But meanwhile, how can it? Like I said, but but it's such hypocrites though.
Right.
But meanwhile, like I said, you have these Edomites, like I said, they could be everything else. You know what I mean? Except for you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, man. You know? Yeah, with the Egyptians, the Indians, the Spartans, the Asians. Remember The Last Samurai? Come on, man. With Tom Cruise, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
The only Edomite, man. Come on, man. You know that, because we know that for a fact the first samurai was Jake, man. They tell you that in Hidden Colors too, man. Like I said, all the history facts, man. They know that the Moors, we built up civilization, we built this country. You know what I mean? They don't want to acknowledge that the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans are the one that built this society, man.
Precept, bro.
You go ahead, bring it out.
Baba Kashal.
Come.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name.
That's right. That's right. All these superheroes like Marvel and Stan Lee and, you know, like I said, and DC Mirror, like I said, what do? You know what I mean? They take it from us, man. You know? These superheroes that depict, like I said, certain athletes, man. We know like Usain Bolt and these others, man. You know what I mean? That's why they got Flash. But who did they pick them as? You know? So-called Edomites.
Right.
You know? You know what I mean? And like I said, you know, hey, people petitioning, I mean, to have a black Superman, man. You know? They definitely don't want that.
Oh, nah.
You know? Go ahead.
What's that Superman character? The one that was evil?
Oh, Black Adam.
No,
that one, okay.
Nah, you know, I'm talking about the movie that came out a few years ago.
Black Panther?
No, Blackburn, Darkburn.
Oh, Brightburn.
Yeah, Brightburn. You know? They don't want Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they come out, that's how we gonna be on them. You know, like that movie what's the name of it again?
Brightburn, yeah, I think he's on my
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what's coming for him. 144,000 Brightburn.
That's right, man. And that's right, man. And like I said, one of the biggest thing that the devil has done, man, is put Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, as an Edomite, man, and called him Jesus Christ, man. You know, that's a heavy curse upon our people, man. You know, that's why people have this skincare and self-hate skin complexion about themselves, man.
They got
you know,
celebrities bleaching their skin, trying to look like they're oppressors.
That's right. You know, their mentality, they believe that, you know, especially like I said, the darker you are, the worse you are.
Yeah, right.
You know, which is true. Saying that, you know, especially Northern Kingdom, man, that's heavy down there, man. Saying that they Blanco, man. You know. You know, that Willie Lynch syndrome, man. You know, to believe that they are the quote-unquote inferior species, man. You know. Oh, can you get that Maccabees?
Okay, come. The book of Maccabees, the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48.
Because this is important, man. That's why history is important, man. You know, that's why they teach us in school. Like I said, what? They teach about their founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and everything else. But when it comes to our people, y'all were just Africans that were just sold in slavery.
Right.
You know? And, you know what I mean? And they picked out certain people in the history books, you know, but like I said, they don't go in depth to it, man. You know, like Martin Luther King, hold hands with everybody, and that's it, man. You know, history is very important. That's why people have been destroyed, man, because of that history, man. You know, that history is very important, man. Because what? It contains of who you are and the things you've done, man. And this devil has the records, man. You know, they don't want to teach you about Nat Turner and Gabriel Prosy and all them heroes, man. You know, they actually try to save our people out of that damnation, man. You know? Because what? They fear that, you know what I mean, there could be a rebellion once again, man. And it's going to be a rebellion, man. You know? But it's going to be done under the guidance of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But you can go ahead. That was it on that?
Come on, you want me to get it?
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
That's right.
You know? You know, because that's all they've ever done, you know, was tried to erase our history with their history. You know, like what the brother was going into, you know, like the Spartans. Those were Israelites. You know, Moses was not an Edomite. You know, Yahushua was not an Edomite. You know, who cares about like a fictional character? You know what I'm saying? That's got these people in an uproar. You know, it ain't real. But that's how destroyed these people are in thinking that you know, their superiority, their white superiority is at jeopardy. You know. That's all it really is. You know, they see their kingdom falling. They see Jake rising up. You know, and they see everything changing around them, and they can't control it. They don't understand that it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that these things must be. They've got to fall in order for us to receive the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
You know, and then that revert, and that shoe's gonna be on the other foot.
That's right. Like you said, the kingdom is falling, but at the same time, though, it's part of the curses, man. Like I said, it's only been 30. Like I said, we don't care if the movie's good or bad or not.
Right.
But the point is, though, like I just said, for them to have 1.7 million, but it go to show you that the true colors, man, is coming out, man. That the Lord is revealing that spirit for who they really are, man. You know.
Right,
so Jake shouldn't even be even surprised by that, man.
Right.
You know. That's why they're really in uproar, man. You know, like I said, they're worrying about the Little Mermaid, man. You know?
A little fucking fish. Half fish.
That's what I'm saying. You know, a Disney movie. You know? Man, like I said, just read the comments, man. You know what I mean? Oh, I don't want to take my daughter to see this and, you know, all this and that and, you know, all that and, you know, like I said, oh, we're not going to see the movie, so, and all that stuff like that, man. You know, like I said, it's only been 30 seconds, so I'm going to say one more thing. Now, mind you, she's a good singer, but like, see, Edomites, they couldn't even get past you know what I mean, that good, quote-unquote, pitch song, man. You know, they were just straight with the color. They said, her hair not red enough. You know, this and that, and, that's not how she picked it, or she didn't sing it like that, and this and all that. But at the same time, though, it says no matter what, like I said, no matter how rich you are, no matter how smart you is, no matter how far you is, at the end of the day, the curse will stay upon you, and that's what the Lord said. And let me get it. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. You know, whether that be in the looking for the other one. And it says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou beest destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power to keep his commandments and statutes as he commanded thee. You know, and this is what happened, man. You know, that was it on that.
Yeah, kind of. I may. This goes to show you how much they really hate you Jakes, man. They hate you Jakes so much that they don't even want you to be a part of a fictional. They don't even want you to be a part of a fictional character. You know what I'm saying? Although it's wicked, they don't even want you to have any resemblance of anything that they consider good. You know? So, in the day of your calamity, they're really going to show you their true side. You know, because right now you're hearing about it. You know, I ain't gonna take my kids there. I ain't gonna be able to do this. You know, they messed it up. She can't sing. Meanwhile, we're the best at every and anything we do. You know what I'm saying? But it's their white superiority, their so-called white superiority, that's being destroyed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to take it. Which is why they're cardinal. You know what I'm saying? They just can't work it out spiritually because they wasn't given that gift.
That's right.
They can only do things carnally.
That's right.
You know, and very soon these devils are going to realize that their kingdom is at an end, and they're going to move in the way that they know how to move best. Right now, they're just telling you how upset they're getting. You know? Even with the Captain America thing, you know, like when the white one handed, the shield, you know, to the black one. You know?
Yeah, it was controversy on that. Heavy controversy.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Israel is the former of all things, you know? So, hey, deal with it. That's all I got, bro.
I want to get that curse I forgot to get. This is the last one. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. It says, cursed thou shalt be in the city, and cursed thou shalt be in the field. Cursed thou shalt be in thy basket and in thy stores. You know? And, hey, like I said, no matter where you go, the curses will always follow you, man. You know, the only way how to break that curse is for Yahweh Bashim Yahshua to redeem us out of this bondage and captivity that we're in, man.
Yeah.
You know, but first, the last to be waking up, man. But at the same time, that the Lord is showing us to let us know and let you dumbass 2/3 know that the scripture says, what in Proverbs, throw that joint hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So no matter how much you hold in your hands, like I said, the Lord's going to reveal, like I said, the Lord's going to bring that spirit to these Edom and let you know that these are not, like I said, y'all not friends, man. Because it goes back to Genesis, man. It says 2 nations shall in that womb, man. They shall war against each other, man. What's the scripture reference paraphrasing where it says, who asked thou, Jake, how thou doest, man?
Exactly.
And that scripture where it talks about, has thou loved up, was not Esau Jacob's brother?
That's right.
You know? You know? Like, see, these other nations, and they don't like it, man. But the Lord has to remind you all constantly, all the time, man. You know? You got to get that so-called, as I would say, a nigga wake-up call, man. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man, because you need to know where you stand, man. And like I said, and the scripture says, well, the Lord going to lift up a standard, man. You know what I mean? Which side you going to be on, man? You know, because all that melting part and hold of the hands, like I said, man, because what? It's going to be division 2, especially when times get hard, you know? What's the scripture talks about? It says what? Everyone shall stick to that light, kind of light. And hey,
man should go to his light.
And that's gonna happen, man. You know, that's just natural. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, like I said, hey, the Lord's a racist, the Lord's a separatist.
You know.
You know, that's how it's always been, man. You know, so when that time comes, you're gonna learn the hard way, man.
Come. I got another precept, Baba.
Go ahead, bring it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Woo! Say it one more time with me.
Never trust thine
Never
enemy.
trust thine enemy. That's simple. What does Jake do? Always trust Isaiah 30, man. Isaiah 30 and 31, man. That's how you know who our people is, man. You know, no other nation would trust their enemies, man.
That's right.
No Moab, not Ham, not Ishmael, not Elam. You know?
That's true, bro. They keep Esau at arm's length.
They doing enough to do commerce and do business.
As far as that. But when it comes to killing people, trust and believe, man, they're going to be, like I said, man, they're going to want revenge, man.
Man.
You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Here you are, man. Always forgiving, man. And like I said, that's why the Lord got to destroy that Christianity, man, because that's a huge channel of people. That's where they get that forgiveness and all that stuff, man. That's what destroyed our people, man. That Christianity spirit, man. And the Lord's not dealing with, you know what I mean, turn the right hand and other cheek, man. No, man. You know, the scripture says what? Yahweh said it himself, an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, man. You know?
I got another precept, Baba Kashaw.
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
That's right, man.
You, Jason, got to be sick.
Yeah.
Actually, you're beyond sick. What is it called? When you keep doing the same shit over and over again.
The definition of insanity.
You are insane. This devil constantly shows you day in, day out how much he hates you. And day in, day out, you sit back, you say, well, why do you hate us? Who gives a shit? They showing you they hate you. Why even ask the question? They're not even give you an answer as to why they hate you, but they hate you, but you need an answer as to why they hate you. That's insane.
The proof's in the pudding, man. If you can't tell these other nations don't care for you by this time, you know, you just, like Doc said, you're just insane, you know? I got a precept to tie into that just to go, because these nations don't care for us in the least bit. They notice that once we are away from our power, away from our identity,
that's
you know, they can keep us down.
That's right.
You know?
I'm gonna get that one quick scripture before you get that. And it says, let me see. Just like it says, and it says, Deuteronomy 28 verse 60. And it says, and there shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So no nation, or not even, like I said, so nation shall redeem us, man. They seen what happened. They know, man.
They know.
And some of them are ignorant, but some of them don't understand, man. Like I say, you know what I mean? They picture off what they see, man. You know what I mean? That's what they think of us.
What Moab tell us in the time of war. Go home, black man. You know? These other nations, they want us to get back into the Holy Land too. Because they understand that the people over there aren't the real people.
That's
right.
Know?
So, you see, but they know who they... Swap. They know who their enemy is.
Yeah.
During the Vietnam War.
Yep.
They told you Negroes,
Go home.
go home.
black
This
man.
this doesn't concern you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They knew who their enemy was, but you Jakes don't know who your enemy is.
Yep.
Over fictional shit.
Yep. Yep.
Things that aren't even real. These Edomites are showing you how much they hate seeing your image
You know.
on their so-called big screen.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Let alone in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
They'll listen to your music.
Mhm.
They'll wear your clothes.
And then someone thinks like I said, you can be a coon, you can be anything
Yeah,
else except be a
entertainer.
protagonist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
entertainers. Like I said, you can do
Yeah,
all that
you can
stuff.
do all
Like I
that,
said,
man.
just don't be no leader.
Yep. Yep.
You got to start good.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you could do anything. Like what the brother's saying, you could be a coon all day, they'll love you.
Yep.
You could be a kiss ass all day, they'll invite you to the barbecue.
Yeah, for real.
You might be on the grill, but they'll invite you to the barbecue. But nevertheless, they constantly show you day in, day out that they hate you.
Yep.
And they hate you fervently.
Yep.
They don't care about you, because if they did, the laws would change, the attitudes would change, and they would truly come together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not in them.
Mhm.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua has not made them to be upright. They are your adversary
That's right. And
from the
that's-
very beginning.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's all the other nations, man. It's starting with Esau
Come
first
on.
and foremost, but all these other nations hate us with a passion. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they not going even if if Aladdin was to come out as a so-called
He
black
did.
man,
He did.
did it?
The
For
genie,
the
Shaq?
one with Shaq, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
when,
Shaq, okay,
with
okay.
the genie, yeah.
Okay.
If it was internet, I'm sure it would be controversy at that time.
Will Smith, but he doesn't count.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
he was Aladdin at one point. No,
Oh no, he was. He
the
did.
genie.
He did play. Yeah, he played a genie. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the reason why he was accepted was he was being controlled by Aladdin.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
They don't want to see us in control.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
They don't want to see us on top of anything.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's all I got, bro. I'm starting to get pissed.
Yeah, that's the curses. The scriptures told us they will be the head and we will be the tail. You see? So
Yeah.
ain't nothing we can do until our Redeemer comes. That's what no man buying us goes into. We not gonna be redeemed until the Lord bring us out of this situation. But I'm gonna grab this real quick, you know,
Okay.
because these other nations, they don't got no love for us, man.
Okay.
This song.
Let's forget about the articles. I mean, because we're into it.
Come. This Psalms 83. I'm gonna start at the top. Read just a couple verses.
Okay.
It says, "Keep not thou silence, O Most High; hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they hate thee. Have lifted up the head, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." And that's you other nations, you know. These other nations, they hate our power, you know. They especially Esau, he hates that he couldn't keep that birthright, you know, even though it was set up through the spirit for him to lose it, you know. They hate these things. They hate that they want to break I forgot how that scripture goes. He said break that bonds from off thy neck. That's what these nations did. They broke our bonds from off their necks, because we supposed to be the superior ones, the ones you see mantles being displayed, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Icons, not icons or praising us, but you know how Jake liked to paint a portrait of himself. You know how their forefathers that have pictures and they face on the money, things of that nature.
Okay.
Verse 3.
And that's pride.
Yeah,
Bro. So
Yep. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance." Read this last verse. "For they have consulted together with one consent. They have confederate against thee." Yep, that's what we got, man. All these nations are confederate against us. So when they see us on the TV screen,
Remember the Black Panther when that came out, man? That was heavy controversial, man.
bro.
They hated what
Black
Black
Panther
Panther,
hated that one.
what it stood for, you know.
you mean there's no white people in that movie?
Yeah. Definitely remember that one.
Yeah.
These Edomites were DMXing it, boy. They was like, what?
What?
It's like, get out of here. We should have at least one.
Yep.
Oh
Hell,
yeah.
we wrote it.
Oh yeah. Remember that Mortal Kombat movie? I think Jack's daughter
they
and
did
I think
Jack- yeah.
And then right. I remember that one Edomite, the basement Edomite. That
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You seen that, right?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm never watching this.
He was mad.
He was hot.
He said slavery. He's bringing him out of slavery. and having that on Utopia. They basically like Wakanda. That was so funny, man.
I got another preset, Baba Kashal.
Go ahead, bring it out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 9. Why is earth in ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. And that's what these devils are. They're covetous. They're proud. But that pride goes before a fall.
That's right.
You know, and we're about to watch this devil fall. You know?
God, yeah, his side is just crumbling, man.
Yep.
So you could keep your Little Mermaid, you could keep your He-Man, you know, your Lion-O or whatever, but in the kingdom, that ain't even gonna matter. You know?
Yeah, that stuff will be existing, man.
Nah,
All
not
that
at
stuff
all.
is nothing, man. Like I said, they're gonna see that true power, which is us, Lil Willem. That's gonna be their gods, man. They're gonna be worshiping us, man. Begging, crying, pleading for them not to get their ass whooped, man. And then we still gonna, you know what I mean? We still gonna do it anyways, just because it's the fun of it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and
to get tribute and everything.
Sabak.
Okay.
And don't let those Edomites who get on you know, like these social media sites and say I'm sorry this and sorry that. They're not sorry. They're not sorry yet.
Yeah.
They haven't even felt sorry. You know, because they've been here before, and there's no telling what they've done in their previous lives. You know, they don't know what sorry is until they have to go through double of what we went through.
That's right.
And even then, so we ain't gonna give a shit about your sorry. We're gonna drop you motherfuckers off in a lake of fire.
Yeah, we all about righteous judgment, man.
That's right.
You know, forget you know, what you can give us on this side. We want righteous judgment established on the earth.
Good.
You know, we don't want nothing to do. We don't want nothing to do with you devils. You see, or nothing to do with you other nations. You know, we want to see the world flourish in righteousness, and you being and everything being proper perspective, which means rulership through our Lord and through Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, you know, and the men that He set up under Him, the elect men that He set up under Him, and the nation of Israel.
That's right.
That's the order that's coming to the world, and all you other nations are gonna fall in place. Let me just grab that real quick because it's back in Psalms 83. It says. Okay, verse 12, it says, who said, talking about the nations, let us take ourselves the houses of the Most High's possessions, which goes into us. Well, the Most High got a trick for that. You see, oh my power, make like a wheel as it stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as a flame setteth a mountain on fire. And that's what's gonna happen to you nations. We're gonna engulf you with the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you know, and especially when it comes to Esau Edom, after 1,000 years of captivity, you getting burnt, man, and wasted, your whole nation. Verse 16, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. And that's what the Lord's got coming for you nations, man. All these things you brought about, man. Hey, the eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun. So He's seen what you've done to the apple of the Lord's eye. You see, which is the nation of Israel, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that's scattered across the four corners of the world. You see? That's it.
You're gone. Anything else? Anything else, Gabon?
That's what I got.
Yeah, but it got to show you, you know. Now going back to the beginning, man. Like I said, we don't care if the movie's gonna fail or not. That's not the point. But it was, like I said, it was just 30 seconds. And like I said, it wasn't even a full trailer. It was just a teaser, 30 seconds of her singing. And like I said, the controversy was just so big, man. You know.
Which is setting up more prophecy, Salah. Just because, you know, you nations gonna rise up against nations, and all these things are starting to boil over more and more. You got everything starting to boil over more and more. You know, the housing market, the food market. You know, just everything's boiling over. You see chariots all over the place. You know, everything's boiling over to the place where the Lord's about to take His men out of here. You know, that fear and tremble at the name of Yahweh Yahweh Shah. You see.
So we ain't got nothing to worry about, brothers.
That's right.
Because there'll be more with us than are with them.
That's right. That's right.
These devils are encompassed round about by their enemies. The entire planet is against this devil. Every nation upon the face of this earth, this devil has done something to you know, either destroy them, rob them.
Oh
or,
yeah. Come on, that. Yeah, no. Oh yeah. Trust me. Like I said, these other nations, they're gonna get their payback too in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it says, is this the man that caused the earth to tremble?
That's right.
Yep.
Roughly paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're gonna look at this devil like, huh? Is this devil who said that he was the Messiah and all the history books and he was the man, you know what I mean, of the earth, you know, the statures and all this stuff, and look what's become. He's become a beast, man.
Yeah.
You know, that blue collar man, and who had all the ladies that you mean all the nations, you know, follow after with the suit and the ties and the building. You know, they're gonna look at this beast like, ooh,
Yep.
can't believe we follow this beast right here, man.
Yep.
We dressed like him, act like them, shave like him, and gave him our women to him. I was like, what? This man?
Yep.
He's nothing. They gonna bully.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Edomites in the kingdom too.
Yep. I throw this out there real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Obadiah 1:7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee,
That's right.
at peace with thee, have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under you. There is none understanding in him. Shall not in that day, save the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of Mount of Esau. Yep. So that's what you see happening right now. You know, even though Esau's trying to claw back, you know, trying to fight with his back against the wall, there's nothing you can do, man. The prophecy will come to pass no matter what. You know.
Yeah.
And the prophecy is that you being the last heathen ruler and being thrown down, so the Lord his name can be exalted through the earth. That's what all this is about. That's what even the controversy with just that Little Mermaid movie is about. You see, is to show how low the Lord's people has been brought and how He's going to exalt them again. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's beautiful. Very beautiful. Yeah. A good ending to that, man. You know, that's how. Like I said, the Lord's going to exalt our people, man. Even though He's still in rulership, but as you can see, man, like I said, your image is slowly declining, man. You know, as the scripture says, that's what. So, you know what I mean? All the nations are over your wine, therefore the nations are mad, man. You know? You know what I mean? They can see that, you know what I mean? He's losing his power. That's why the other nations are building up for what? World War III, man, to bring this devil out of power, man. You know? That's what they want, man. You know what I mean? They're trying to be the next rulership. Even though they're not going to get it, but they can see that, man.
Yep.
You know? That's why, look, over there waving his flag.
Yeah, you see him, right?
Yeah.
Now look at the first car.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, right there. You know what I mean? He's trying to keep that spirit alive, man.
Yeah.
You know, but that spirit's gonna be dead, man. Real soon. So with that, hopefully brothers was edified. This great Millstone, Virginia, as always. To put his latest news, article, lessons through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And as always, first and foremost, we give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, by Shem Garkadash. Double honor to the elders of great Millstone, will for these not the truth, and of course, peace and blessings. They take to Icomah that is splendid truth throughout the folk of the earth. Sincerely to the best of their ability, scattered the folk of the earth. With that, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kom Yeshua.
Kom Yeshua.
Wafa Babo.
Wafa Babo.
Shalom.
Shalom.